Training Day with Coach PJ. Today I'm going to take you through the Chaos Inverted Row. So I've got Sam here helping me out. I've set up 2 power bands here. I've got a 2-inch band on the bottom, and I've got a 1.5-inch band on the top. The thickness of the bands that you set up is going to be dependent upon how heavy the person is. So I'll usually set these up for my athletes who are 185 to 225. For some of my smaller girls, I'll take this band off and I'll set up just the big 2-inch band. And then some of the bigger guys, I'll put 2 2-inch bands. And I've got this set up on a high rack, almost where I would set up for a front squat. Sam's going to go ahead and get set up. He's going to grab the band with a shoulder width grip. He's going to put his feet elevated to make it a lot more weight on his arms here. Get his body locked nice and straight. And then he's going to explode up in an inverted row. Pause at the top for 2 seconds and go down under control. Go ahead and do a couple more. Exploding up fast, and notice that bounce at the top. We want that bounce. Squeeze and come back down. You can relax. So that oscillation at the top is great because it's really going to challenge all of his rowing mechanics. It's going to really put a lot of stress on the upper back, the muscles of his shoulder blades, everything that controls his shoulder blades and stabilizes his shoulder joint. So we want enough oscillation on the bands that when he explodes up, it provides a little bit of bounce. And I want him to hold that bounce and build some time under tension while the bands are oscillating. So he's going to hold for 2 seconds. Once the bands stop moving, he'll go back down under control. Making sure he keeps a nice rigid body the whole time, straight line from his head down through his heels. And he's got a shoulder width grip. Doesn't have to get the band to his chest, just all the way up until he's squeezing his elbows back towards the floor. I like the thickness of the bands too. This really challenges the grip. So for my fighters, my jiu-jitsu fighters, we're getting ready for the Pan Am Championship. So we've got a lot of grip endurance stuff worked into some of our pulling movements so we can start to build up some endurance that'll last when we get into those 3, 4, 5 matches in the Pan Am Championship. So this is the Chaos Inverted Row. We're doing 3 sets of 12 reps. To challenge people differently, we can change the band position. So we move it down a little lower and his feet are higher. That's going to make it harder. I could add a weight vest to him. Or if I want to make it a little bit easier, I could start his feet on the floor with his knees bent. So it's going to be a little bit less weight on his arms. That's the Chaos Inverted Row. Thanks for checking it out. This is Training Day with Coach PJ.